Welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, the channel that wishes more knife makers would take notice. Today, we're going to take a look at a couple of handmade knives from a local bladesmith in my area that I'm very excited about. Who's a really nice guy. But first, let's attempt to pay a bill. And we're back. So hopefully you guys ordered at least 3 sheaths per viewer from me and my site, dragonscaleconcealment.com. And speaking about sheaths, we got a couple of leather sheaths here. And in these leather sheaths is a couple of very beautiful handmade knives. And this was a gentleman that I met at a gun show, a mechanism show. And this is Raymond. Raymond's a really cool guy. And he operates Drop the Hammer Forge. Hang on. Drop the Hammer. Drop the focus. Forge. Drop the Hammer Forge. Okay, there's his card. Sharp looking card. Sharp man, sharp card. And you can find his work on the screen somewhere here. Dropthehammer.com. Facebook.com, Drop the Hammer Forge. Instagram.com, Drop the Hammer Forge. Easy enough to find them. You guys got it. No excuses. It's in the description. Here we go. We're going to take a look at 2 knives that he generously allowed me to borrow, not even knowing me. You know, we talked a couple of times. He's a really nice guy. And whoa, look at this beauty. That is just gorgeous. This clip point design, almost a little bit of a harpoon shape here. You got your hammer marks in here. It's got a really cool bit of stamping. Let's get this done right. Really cool bit of stamping. If my camera will ever focus, I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it'll ever cooperate. Here we go. Drop the hammer. DTH, right? After this video, you're all going to be DTH. Look at this. I mean, look at these beautiful handles. I mean, this guy puts a lot of love into his work, and you can really see it. Fits my hand like a frickin' glove. Raymond, I know you're watching. If you ever want to give me a birthday present, bud, any of these knives will do just fine. Wow. By the way, shout out to me. I turned 42 years young, June 21st. How do you like that? So, and also, I completely forgot to thank you guys in the last video for 2,000 subscribers. It was on my 100th video, we hit 2,000. That's amazing. That's really cool. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is when you only get like 10 a day, right? But look how beautiful. And they come with these really nice leather sheaths. Raymond does everything in-house. If you go to his website, dropthehammerforge.com, you see right on the front, all my knives are handmade with 10 series steel. I also enjoy files and rasps as knife making material. Me too, by the way. That's pretty fun. I take pride in each knife and I make, excuse me, I take pride in each knife I make, and I do my own heat treating, freehand grinding, and leather work. And the leather work is very nice. I was talking him into me making some kydex for him, but I mean, guys, you're fine with this. What does this say on it? Harpoon, Russian olive burl, PK orange. Okay. Wow. That's the one. So this is our very first Knife Maker Spotlight. And I really hope you guys take notice and visit dropthehammerforge.com. Find them on Instagram. Drop the Hammer Forge on Facebook. Drop the Hammer Forge. I'm going to keep saying it till you go there. I mean, this is gorgeous the way this bleeds together, this handle. And you get a different texture towards the top. It fits my hand like a glove. The ergonomics are second to none on this. I believe this is 1095 steel. Yeah, this is 1095 if I'm not mistaken, so you got to keep her oiled. And here's another one slightly bigger, and this is the one that I really fell in love with. I mean, this is just gorgeous. You know, he's one of those guys that, like, he takes a lot of pride in his work. He knows it's good, but I don't think he knows how good. You guys tell him in the comments. I want to see all nice comments on this one. You know, let this man know how clean this work is. Look at this handle. Aluminum in there. Clean, man. Clean work. I see a lot of knives. I see a lot of knives in my racket. Always been a knife guy. I mean, like, look at this. Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. The grinds are symmetrical. Well done. And I believe he's, you know, not in the beginning of his knife making career, but towards the beginning of it. I mean, if this is where he's at right now, where is he going to be in like 10 years of doing this stuff? Right? What kind of knives are you going to be making then, Raymond? They're already works of art. They're already gorgeous, man. Already. Look. Just beautiful. Good for large hands. A little thin at the top here, but it's actually really nice. Your finger's like really well protected. And again, works of art. So this is our very first Knifemaker Spotlight. And for Raymond taking the chance on our little channel here, I would really love to see some sort of pop on his website or Instagram or something. Or guys, take the time and reach out and just tell him that his work is attractive and cool, even if you can't afford to buy it. I mean, these knives aren't cheap. And, you know, this was something that we talked about. Some people at the gun shows, they see like a table full of cheap Damascus crap. You know, a knife this size might run you $25. You get a leather sheath with it. Then they stop by Raymond's table and they see something that to their eye may look similar. And they go, $250, and they freak out, right? And they freak out and they walk away. And what? Raymond's some kind of because he knows what his stuff is worth? No. No, he is not. Think about how much time goes into each one of these. Think about how long you could use this for versus that cheap $20 piece of crap. There's even a little sharpening choil in this. Like the attention to detail is there. This stuff is cool, man. This stuff is just cool. That's all there is to it. And, you know, let's say you pay yourself $10 an hour and you got 10 hours into a knife. Well, that's $100 in just your hourly. Never mind material. This is exotic materials. This is, what is he using here? Russian olive burl wood? This is Russian olive burl wood. Do you guys know what that means? I sure don't. And goes into like an epoxy. Just so well done. Like even the spots here that he like kind of filled in, it's just such a cool part of the knife. The orange just pops. The hammer marks just add character. Worth $250? Hell yeah, it's worth $250. You see me turn my nose up at all sorts of stuff. Not this. If somebody gave me this, I'd be honored. So there you go. If you're thinking about price and you go to his website and you go, oh, that seems a little high. You seem a little high. How's that? You need to take it easy on the babanya weeds, because if you're paying yourself and you're making beautiful pieces of art like this, come on. And I bet you he's not even paying himself like he should. This is the kind of guy that would spend that extra 5 hours on a polish, probably, because it's just bothering his eye. Right? Are his knives perfect? No. They're not. Nothing's perfect. But considering where he's at in his knife making journey, I would say this is just outstanding work. I mean, far better than anything I can make. I'll tell you that right now. And I've been dabbling for years. So this is just gorgeous stuff. Raymond, congratulations on making functional, beautiful art. And 1095 steel is totally adequate. It's a great steel. We use it on all our SE knives and you know, or we have it on all our SE knives and we're happy with it there. Once again, here's Raymond's card. If we'll focus. Drop the hammer forge. Okay. Is that a Colorado? This is my guy. I'm going to have him swing by the house and pick these up so he can see my sheath making operation. And, you know, full transparency. Now, you knife makers out there, if you want to send in examples of your work, I'll be happy to show it to my audience. I have a feeling that's where this channel is going, into more of the craftsman kind of realm rather than, you know, your production knives and stuff like that. I mean, I really like these knives with a leather sheath. Don't get me wrong. I would like to see some of them in Kydex, I believe, but this is just beautiful as is. Guys, if any of Raymond's knives speak to you, he doesn't have a lot of stock. He has to make them all. He sells them at the shows. I see them all the time. They're just very friendly people. They're nice people. Always polite, always happy, you know? Even in the bad shows where nobody's like, you know, there's no traffic, he's always smiling. I like Raymond, okay? As a human being, I like this person. you know? And then as a knife maker, I can tell you I'm blown away by the craftsmanship. The materials are awesome that he's using. I mean, it's just a real, like, what a cool design. You know, sound off in the comments just how nice these are. This is my favorite. This is the one he made me take. It was funny. I picked out this one. And he said, maybe bring this one. And I'm glad you did, because now that I've handled them both, this one feels a little bit more like an everyday user for me. I would carry this with pride, personally. Imagine if this was your EDC. Like, just every day, you're just, like, using this all the time. People are like, what's that? Oh, it's my knife. You could show this off to anybody. It would probably age well. It would probably wear nicks well. I wouldn't use it personally that often. I would probably just keep it as a collecting item. To be honest, that's my POU for these. I would just collect them. Super, super cool. Anyway, we went on about 12 minutes. I hope this gives Raymond a pop of exposure, because that's kind of the idea of him letting me borrow his precious babies and promote them to you guys. He's a local guy. He's a person I like a lot. What else do you want me to say? The work is there. The personality behind it is there. What else do you need? Those of you that are collectors, I'd like you to strongly consider Drop the Hammer Forge, because I'm sure he'd be thrilled with the sale. And also, if you guys can't afford these or whatever, don't be afraid to reach out and just tell him good work, or stop by his Instagram, leave him a comment, throw him a follow, something. It doesn't have to be money that makes us feel good. As craftsmen, he's an artist. You know, we consider ourselves, you know, artists on some level. It's always good to hear feedback from the end user that, hey, you're on the right track. Your stuff's pretty cool, man. I dig it. It looks awesome. I would love to own one of those, but I can't afford it. I even like hearing that. I get people all the time telling me, oh, I want one of your sheaths, but I'm a little broke right now. Well, thank you. That's really nice. See what I'm saying? So let's show Raymond the same respect that you guys show me. And just tell him, just give him an attaboy. Just good job, buddy. Good job on the stuff you make. And I'll be hitting you up this week and have you swing by the house so you can come pick these babies up and whatnot. So I think I've said my piece. I love handmade stuff. I love people that are craftsmen. And I really love it when people have an attention to detail and are a bit, you know, rigid on their quality control. I love that. Especially a small company that's got to take all these financial hits getting to this place that he's at now. You know, I don't know how many knives this guy's made, but it probably took a lot to get to this level of quality. So that's my 2 cents. I think this is a good enough video. This is Knifemaker Spotlight #1. You knife makers out there, take note, send in your stuff, and I'll be happy to showcase it to my audience. My audience is always, my viewers are always very happy to see new handmade stuff. I know that much. So anyway, guys, show Raymond some respect as a knife maker, as, you know, I'm sure he respects you guys as knife lovers. That's it for me, and I'll catch you next time on 5 Minute Knives.